Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, djmo Fishing. Today we're making our own fishing weights, and we're gonna be doing with little to no money, guys. So as you guys know, I do a lot of catfishing, and when I do that, sometimes I get snagged and lose a lot of my weights. And weights can get really expensive depending on what size you're using. So today I'm gonna show you how can you make your own and save some money in the process. So let's get into it. Okay guys, these are all the things you're gonna be needing for this project right here. Most of this stuff I already had, and we're gonna be using tire weights, guys, right here, and we're gonna be melting them to make them into brand new weights. So let's go through them. We got a heat source. This is just a stove. We got a pot that's nice and sturdy. We need a mold. This is the one you're gonna spend most money on. This is the bank fishing mold, and it has different sizes. So this is the one I got it on Amazon. Gloves, because everything gets hot. We're gonna need a clamp. Preferable you want to use a metal clamp, so because that's going to get really hot as well. We also need something to scoop out our metal when it's already melted, and something to scoop out the scrap that's going to be floating on the surface when we melt it. You want some protection for your lungs, guys. This is what I got. You probably can get away with the just a face cover. You don't need something like this because we're gonna melt the lead, but it's not gonna be to the boiling point, so it doesn't have any lead fumes. Obviously you want to do it in an environment that's really well ventilated. I got extra fuel here if I need it. Now some of these weights right here, guys, are not lead, and we need lead to be able to melt it. So to figure that out, we're gonna be using one magnet. You can use a small magnet. I got this big one right here, and we're gonna be using this one to figure out which of them are lead and which are not. Lead do not stick to a magnet, guys, so that's how we're gonna be figuring out which ones are lead, and we're gonna end up with pure lead. If we have some of them that are not 100% lead, it's okay because it's gonna float to the surface, and we're gonna be able to scoop them out with this. I'm gonna show you what I mean once we get started. All right, guys, so I got the magnet here, as you guys can see. I'm gonna show you these right here. These long pieces do not stick to the magnet. They're lead, so that's the ones we're gonna be using. Let me show you a different sample here. Let's see, we got these right here. They will stick to the magnet just like that. See, you don't want to use those, they're not gonna melt. And we got another sample here. This is a one that got a clip on it, so the clip itself is gonna stick, see, but the lead doesn't stick. So you want to use them anyway, and when the lead melts, the clips are gonna rise to the surface, and you can scoop them out and toss them away then. So I'm gonna select all of these, and then we're gonna start heating this up so it can melt. Okay, so we already selected all the leads out of my bucket right here. If you guys are wondering, I got this from a friend. Got it really cheap, probably like 10-20 bucks, and then this is gonna make me a lot of weights, guys. Now this right here, I told you the mold that we're gonna be using, I got it on Amazon. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description if you want to get the same one. I like it because it had different size weights. I'm gonna go ahead and open that in a second here. So this is how much we're gonna start with. I don't want to put all of them at one time because I want to let this heat up, and once it melt, then we can add these, and it's gonna be a lot easier than we put all of them at once. So the fumes that you guys see right now, that's not lead fumes, but it's still bad for you guys because it's all the sticky, nasty stuff on these tire weights. So you don't want to be breathing that. You want to make sure you have a well-ventilated area. You're doing this. Of course, I'm doing it over here. And if you want to wear respiratory protection, go ahead and do that because those fumes are not good for you. All right, guys, so go ahead and open our mold here. And open it up. Brand new, and this is what it looks like, guys. So you guys can see we got 1 ounce, actually 2 1 ounce, 2 2 ounce, and 1 3 ounce. That's everything that you need for catfishing, guys. You don't need more than that. Okay, so this is a mold, and this is where we're gonna be using the clamp right here to clamp this down when we pour down into the pockets here. And I guess every pouring will give us 5 weights, 2 1 ounce, 2 2 ounce, and 1 3 ounce, which is perfectly for my application and my type of fishing. So I'm not gonna put the clamp yet because I'm gonna put this near to the fire so it warms up, and then I'm gonna head and clamp it down. But that's the whole principle of the mold, guys. So start to melt right there. right in the center right there. It's starting to melt. So once this melt, it's gonna be a lot easier to melt the rest because they're gonna pretty much melt as soon as I drop them in there. So it's been like 15 minutes, and I want to take time to talk about how much I spent doing this. So obviously, I got a lot of this stuff already at the house. I got this previously from a camping trip. Got this pot that they don't use anymore in the house. All these utensils are all utensils that we don't use anymore. And I paid $15 for the lead, but this should be a lot of weights, guys. Now the mold right here, I have it right here because it's warming up right now. I want to have the mold warm when I'm ready to pour. That one was like 15, probably 20. I can't remember. Like I said, I'm gonna leave the link in the description. But that's how much I spent, and I can use that mold many times and make more and more weights, guys. If you have somebody that has a tire shop, you can get these for free, and then you don't have to spend on weights anymore. You do one investment on the mold, and then you set, guys. You can do these on the off season, and you have all the weights you want when the season of fishing starts. You guys can see the lead is pretty much liquidy. You see all this black junk on the top. You gotta take all that stuff out, and we're gonna be using sand scooper. So we're gonna try to scoop out all the junk on the surface. See all that junk right there? We don't want that. So if you guys want to wear your eye protection, this would be the best time because you don't want nothing to splash you. Gonna be adding some more, so I'm gonna be using these to add some more lead to the pot. That way it doesn't splash on me. And it should melt pretty quick. See, all this stuff, it's no good. Maybe that we can throw it back in there. Just find little pieces of lead that you can throw back in there. It's hot. Oh. But for the most part, that did not melt. Got little pieces of lead here. I'm gonna throw back in there. So this right here was not lead. You can see how it bubbled up to the surface. That way, if you accidentally put something that's not lead, it's gonna come up to the surface, just like it did. And we're gonna just keep adding until we melt everything we got. And then we're gonna try to clean the stuff from the top. So it's about time to add a little more. Guys, so you guys can see the lead is completely melted. I did my best to clean up the surface. Now I'm using this for fishing weights, guys, so I don't need my lead to be pure 100%. If it's a little dirty, it should be fine. For the most part, it's gonna be at least 90% straight lead. So I'm not worried about adding wax or anything else to purify it more, because I'm not selling this. I'm using this myself. So now if you want to have 100% pure lead, you want to purify this, you can use some wax to do so. You just add wax into the metal, and it should attract all the imperfections, all the impurities of the metal, and they're gonna attach to the wax, and then you pull the wax out. That's how you do it, but we're not doing the step on this process because, like I said, I'm using it for fishing weights. So I'm gonna start pouring into my mold over there. So like I told you guys, I warm up the mold. I had it right next to the heat source, so it's already warm, and I'm gonna be using the scoop. Now you don't want to lift this up when it's melted like that. You can really hurt yourself, so I'm gonna use the scoop and pour on every single of these holes right here, straight on every hole, and then we're gonna keep doing that until we're done with all the lead. Okay guys, so that was the first pour. I did a poor job with it, honestly, but hopefully the next one is gonna be a lot better. We're gonna release these. All right guys, look guys, so the mold was still cold. As you guys can see, we got 1, 2, 3 good ones, and then this one didn't fill up because the lead cooled off on the entrance right here, and then this one didn't fill up either. So I'm gonna get this out. See, that's one. We're gonna be clipping this off in a second here. See, this one's not good. It's not completely formed. Cut that off. Go ahead and add that to the pot. All these extras, add them to the pot. This was not completely on there, so it's gonna get remelted. Go ahead and this one. So technically we got 2 good ones. This one's not completely formed right there, so I'm gonna put it back in there. I'm gonna reset the mold. All right, ready to pour again. Much better job this time. Took my time. I wasn't trying to fill up all the holes at once. Definitely much better job this time. Okay, have to open this up. Still a little warm, but should be able to open it now. Right there. So the mold got these little grooves. Use a screwdriver just to open them up. Just like that. And that. We can go in there. There we go, guys. We got 5 good weights, and they're hot. Okay, the 2 ounce right there. That's another 2 ounce. The 3 ounce. One ounce. 1 ounce, guys. There you go. This one's a little bit up. I don't like it, so I'm gonna just drop it back in there. But there you go. Brand new weights. Now I'm gonna reset and keep doing the same process to get all our weights. Alright, so open them all. So believe me guys, it's kind of hard to resist the temptation and open it too early, but go ahead and open it. All this extra pouring, you can just dump it back in there. See, we got this little gap here. Open that up. There's another one on the top. Just keeps you working your way out. There you go, guys. 5 perfectly beautiful weights right there. See, the warmer your mold is, the better results you get. So this one is stuck because I put right here, but there you go, beautiful weight right there. All right, so I'm gonna keep going, guys. I'm gonna see how many weights I can end up with. All right, guys, so I'm gonna give you a quick tip. If you have enough weights made, but you still got a lot of metal left, you just wanna add, you wanna get one of these cupcake sheets and you just add it to it and make little nuggets that you can use later on. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm reaching to a point that I have enough weights, so I'm gonna go ahead and make little nuggets that I can use later on to make more weights if I need to. There you go, guys. So we got 6 nuggets that we can use. We're gonna let this cool off before we pull them out. I can just remelt this and it's gonna melt way faster. They're cleaner than the dirty tire weights, so you can use this anytime. It should melt way faster and you should be able to make more weights. So you save your little nuggets and you have more material to use for weights. Or you can just make all the material you have. Right now I'm getting to the point that I have enough, so I decided just to go ahead and make my nuggets. If I need more weights later on the fishing season, I can just go back and remelt those. All right, so this is the final product, guys. We end up with six nuggets of pure lead right there and a bunch of weights. I don't have to buy weights anymore, guys. I can make my own. Really easy, simple, guys. You can save a lot of money. Like I said, I got 1 ounce, 3 ounce, 2 ounce, more than enough for me. But I could make 100 more weights with these nuggets right here. So whenever I need more, I go back, melt this down, and I should be able to get more weights, guys. All right, so that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you learn how to make your own weights. Save money, guys. Don't spend money, because you know fishing is not the cheapest sport. So if you learn anything in the video, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.